Hi YouTube, it is time for another TTC Tuesday and not a lot is happening right now, but what I will talk about today is my symptoms and some statistics when it comes to pregnancies and my pregnancies in particular. And of course also a bit about my feelings right now and what we are planning and what's gonna happen during this coming week. I thought that I would start with the whole statistic thing. I am very much about going back and looking at my past when it comes to this 2-week wait, because I always analyze a lot, or I try to. So I thought that I would show you what I kind of wrote down when I went through it all. And first up we have my IVF treatments. I have done 3 embryo transfers, and I also have 1 in brackets because I was supposed to do a 4th, but the embryo died during the thawing process. And out of those 3 embryo transfers, I got pregnant 2 times. The first time we had a successful pregnancy which turned into Tyrian, and the second time I had a miscarriage pretty quickly. And then I have also done a lot of hormone treatments, which is what I am doing right now. And I have done 5 of those with 2 in brackets, because those 2 times I did take hormones, but I never got the ovulation shot for different reasons. So that means 5 ovulations with hormones. And out of those I have gotten pregnant once, and I had that miscarriage as well. And then I have ovulated once on my own, we think. It's not completely certain, but we think that I ovulated in July of last year, but we didn't baby dance, so we kind of don't count that because we had no chance of getting pregnant since we didn't do anything. So I guess you can say that I have ovulated 8 times, if you count the IVFs, ovulated 8 times since we started trying 4 or 5 years ago, and I have gotten pregnant 3 of those times, even though only 1 of them ended with a baby. So those are pretty good odds. The normal figure that I have found, it kind of differs depending on who you're asking, but for normal pregnancies or just normal ovulations, which is pretty much what I'm doing with hormones, I have the same chances. You have about 20% chance of getting pregnant each time. So I do realize that the chance of getting pregnant is much smaller than the chance that I will not get pregnant, but I still have my hopes, and because of that I of course look for symptoms. And I can say that so far I have had no symptoms this time. I think I'm on day 9 after ovulation or past ovulation, and I have not felt anything. I have been tired, but I don't sleep as much as I usually do because Tyrion wakes up so early, so I don't think that's connected at all. And I also went back and looked at all of my pregnancies and 2-week waits when I have not been pregnant, and I realized that I have had the exact same symptoms. I have 3. It's headaches, tiredness, and heartburn. Those are my 3 2-week wait symptoms, and since I have had them both when I was pregnant and when I wasn't, I can't really count on them, so it doesn't matter if I do start getting heartburn or headaches or whatever, because they are always the same, which is kind of interesting. I've never really picked up on that before because I haven't gone through and just written them down for each cycle. So yeah, those are my statistics. And what we're doing right now is basically just waiting. I do not take pregnancy tests before my period, expected period, because that just stresses me out. So for me that does not work very well. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna wait for my period. I don't know exactly when I ovulated, but I think I know pretty much the day. So I'm gonna wait for that day, or 2 weeks past that day. And if I do not get my period, I will test the day after or the morning after. So we will see if there's a pregnancy test in the next video, or if I will just tell you, oh, I got my period. Of course, I'm hoping that I will be pregnant, but we will see. For me, it just works better to get my period, and that way I didn't waste any money and I didn't waste any just emotions that I get when I am waiting for the test, because that's a very hard, like 2-3 minutes for me every time, and seeing that negative tests always makes me sadder. So I prefer to test when I don't get my period. Yeah, so I think that's it. Definitely next week I will know if I'm pregnant or not. And yeah, we have that to look forward to. So please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more of our daily vlogs, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye!